asking why I'm here instead of home.
Texting me saying they're having trouble getting
Now
on.
I stand
We'll let them get on as they get. I gave them a link to the call-in number so they can get on. But I'm super excited to be sharing with you guys tonight on this What is Beachbody Coaching webinar. Just so you guys know, there's quite a few people on here that are coaches, some brand new coaches, and also many of you guys that are guests that are like interested and curious, like what in the heck is this Beachbody coach thing that my friend's talking to me about? So that's what we're here to do, is to educate you and talk to you guys about what Beachbody coaching is, what Beachbody, I guess, in general is, how those workouts are tied to P90, like how P90X, Insanity, all these workouts are tied to the company Beachbody and then to Team Beachbody, which is what the person who invited you here is a part of as a coach with Team Beachbody. So with that being said, I just welcome you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are here, willing to spend your Thursday night with us, just so you kind of have an idea. This is going to be about an hour long. We're going to have a couple stories shared, and then all the details, everything you need to know before becoming a Team Beachbody coach. So with that being said, I'm going to start by introducing my friend Mark. I met Mark online, actually, and then officially got to meet him in Nashville. So can I get some comments down in the text chat there? Can you guys see this? Can you guys see the slides? I want to make sure you can all see them. Okay, perfect. So you guys aren't going to be able to see Mark on the video. He's actually on our other platform called Zoom. So I can see him over here with a couple of our other coaches, but I'm going to unmute him, and I'm going to let him talk to you guys and share with you guys, how he got introduced to Beachbody, why he's a Team Beachbody coach, how it's helped change his life so far. And I'm excited for you guys to hear from him. The guy is super passionate. He's awesome. He's easy to talk to when you first meet him. I felt like I'd known him forever when I met him in person in Nashville just a couple weeks ago. I know a lot of our other coaches. I can see Marquita on there smiling. Already is like a BFF with Mark. So I think they met up on a layover on the way to Nashville and became friends there. And so that was awesome as well to see. So with that being said, Mark, I'm going to pass time over to you. I have you unmuted now.
Great. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully. All right, cool. I kind of wanted to start off by sharing a little bit about my past and upbringing, because I think that's an important part of where I am today. And growing up, I was part of a family where there was a lot of abuse. And my dad, I remember lots of things. Sorry if I can already feel it. It's crazy. Sorry, guys. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna get that emotional. I can remember my dad calling my mom names all the time. And one story I'll tell about myself. There was one day I guess I made him mad, and I remember him throwing me across the living room. And I remember sitting on the stairs, and he came up to me and grabbed my hand and started hitting my head against the wall, and then threw me off the stairs. And I don't know. That's just one story that I remember growing up in a house that it was not good. I remember wanting to die. People pray to God to help them, but I prayed to God to kill me. I mean, I wanted to die. And sorry.
Okay.
There was another story. I was a big wrestling fan growing up, and I remember we finally got tickets to go to one of the live events in the area, and I was so excited. It was Undertaker versus Kane. If you're a wrestling fan, you know all about them. And it was supposed to be a cage match, and again, did something, made him mad. He literally went to pick up the tickets, came right out in front of me, ripped them up, and that kind of broke my heart too. And there's other stories where I remember my mom and dad arguing all the time, and the name calling was actually ridiculous. It intense. And actually, this is for all you parents out there. When you're a kid and you see all that kind of stuff, I remember I called my mom names, and I remember hitting her. I'm embarrassed to admit that, but I used to hit my mom because that's what I saw all the time. And 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 looking back, man, if I could change that, I would. And I'm gonna kind of skip over a little bit of my story that I wanted to share because I don't want it to take too long. But I lost my mom 4 years ago, and she was only 46. She died because of cancer. And before that, my dad was out of the picture when I was like 16. I have a younger brother and sister. They're younger than me, and so growing up without dad or whatever, even after all that, it's still kind of tough. It's a whole crazy thing. But when my mom passed away, I was living in New Jersey, and I remember getting a call from my aunt and said, you have to come home. It's time. And I remember driving home, and my brother called me, or I called him, I can't remember. And I just said to make sure you tell her me and Carolyn love her. Carolyn was my girlfriend at the time. And right after he said that, he said that she passed away. And I remember blacking out driving on the highway. And the only thing I can really say is thank God that I worked on myself in the relationship a little bit from the time when I was younger, because I don't even know if I'd be able to deal if I didn't make if me and my mom weren't as close as we were at that time. I don't even know how I'd be able to live right now, because man, I was a jerk, and it's so sad to say, but I was a jerk. And but anyways, I'll move on. Sorry, guys. When I moved, actually from New Jersey, me and my girlfriend, we were together for a long time, and we ended up breaking up. And I moved back to Connecticut. When I moved to Connecticut, I had $6,000, and I blew it on partying. I blew $6,000 on drinking, booze, partying, and I got nothing to show for it, or I had nothing to show for it. And I was going down a really bad path. And I remember thinking one day and being like, there's got to be more in life than just this, just what I'm doing right now. And I kept praying, and slowly but surely, certain things would keep popping up. I started getting back into my fitness a little bit and health. And then Beachbody popped up. And I remember thinking about Beachbody a long time ago. Somebody had mentioned something about coach, and I had no idea what it was. And I didn't even really think about it twice. So I just heard about it. And finally, I was like, I got to look into this a little bit. I need something to look forward to, because this is not cool right now. And so anyways, I looked into it. That's how I found Scotty, through his YouTube. And so I started checking his videos out, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. So I remember I went down to the pond. I'm big into fishing, but I went down to the pond, and I was going to go fishing, but I was sitting there for a little while and thinking about doing this Beachbody thing. I'm like, I don't even know what it is. This guy is fired up. He's excited. It's got to be something to it, right? So I remember literally shaking and thinking about to sign up. And finally, I'm like, I posted this the other day, but finally I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go spend that money on alcohol anyways. Why not take a chance on something and go for it, right? So I signed up, and I only signed up as a coach. I didn't sign up and get a workout or anything like that. But a little bit later, I was like, no, if I'm going to do this, I'm going all in. I signed up. I got the workout. Best decision I made. I got Body Beast, and oh man, I love it. I tell everybody about it. I'm excited. Right there. If you're on Zoom, you can see that right here. But it's changed my life. I just got back from something called Coach Summit. If you're a new coach, maybe you don't know about it, or if you're not a coach yet. But going to something like that just totally gave me even more hope, and my goals are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm excited. And I've slowed drinking down. I'm not saying I don't drink, but I've slowed drinking down like you wouldn't even believe. And I still have my fun, but I feel blessed that this came into my life because of the hope and excitement and passion. Like I feel good. I don't even know how to explain. I just feel good. And I've been telling everybody, you change your mindset and you just change your mindset, and there's gonna be awesome things that happen. Like I can't even deal. I'm so excited. Right? So I'm getting fired up, and I just went from crying to fired up in about 5 seconds. But man, I gotta tell you, if it just to be on this call, and the fact that you're on it is you're a doer, and I've learned that if you're a doer, man, that's a big deal. That's awesome. So the fact that you guys showed up on this call and are willing to learn about it, that just shows who you are. That's awesome. So I probably could keep going. I think I probably took up more time than I was supposed to, which I apologize for.
No.
But, I mean, I got so many things going on in my mind, and I'm just fired up. I'm excited. This is awesome. So glad to be a part of this. I met some awesome people, amazing people that are changing my life. It's like this is awesome.
Awesome.
Positivity. So, all right, I'll stop that. I'm just fired up. I'll give it back.
Good, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing, Mark. You can tell he's excited about it. Mark's pretty brand new still. I call anybody that's under a year still brand new. So, Mark, it was awesome meeting you at Summit, and thanks for sharing some of those things that even I didn't know yet. So, thanks for sharing some of those parts of your story. And it's kind of neat how when you share parts of your story and share who you are, you attract people in that are very similar to you. And that's what I talk to my coaches about all the time. Like what we're doing as Beachbody coaches is we're learning about ourselves, we're improving ourselves, working on our health and fitness, and then we're just helping bring people with us that have been where we were at before in our life. And as he was sharing those things, I'm like, man, I love fishing. I had alcohol problems where I blew all my money with that. And I'm like, it's no wonder that God or the universe brought Mark to my YouTube channel that day, because we could connect on that level. And I can, I've been where he's at, and now I get to show him how to get to where I'm at. And it's awesome to see you on that path already and see your excitement and passion. It reminds me very much of when I first got to share as a brand new coach 4 years ago. So thanks for sharing with us. And no need to apologize for telling your story, man. You did awesome. And I see people clapping for you on the Zoom. So sorry for those that are on the Instant Presenter. You can't see Mark and his friends over there, but thanks for sharing with us on that, Mark. So I'll let you guys know who I am a little bit as well, and then we'll get into all the details. These are a couple little photos. This little collage I did. This is my Beachbody transformation. I'm a combined 21-star diamond coach. Been a full-time Beachbody coach for over 3 years now. It's going to be right at 3 years right now that I've been a full-time coach doing Beachbody, doing this right here as our family's only source of income. So I am also a 7-figure earner with Beachbody, elite top 10 coach, the top male Beachbody coach in the company, and also a father of 4, which is going to be a father of 5 maybe in the next week or so. These are my 4 beautiful children down here in the bottom left. And I have another boy on the way. He should be here maybe next week sometime. So I love being a dad. I love spending time with my kids. And that's why I was a little late getting this up, because I was with them at the firehouse, going to a little tour with the firemen there. So I love spending time with them and helping them experience life. I haven't always obviously been a Beachbody coach. I'm a former dental lab technician. That's what I went to school to do, is to make crown and bridge, make people smile. I'm a guitarist and a backup vocalist for a band called Peak Theory. We get to open up for some awesome shows. 2 nights ago, we played for one of my favorite all-time bands, POD. So I get to play music with bands and people I've looked up to my whole life. I'm also a Sunday school teacher. I teach the 13 and 14-year-old youth in our church, which is fun. I love doing that. I love the program just like Mark. I love Body Beast, my favorite program. And I love the outdoors. I love hiking. I love camping. I love being near water. I love going up in the mountains. That's just a little about who I am as a person. So with that being said, I'm going to come back. I'm going to just let you guys know a little bit of my story. I'll just start basically at when I found out about Beachbody. So I was feeling extremely, how do you call it? I had my wife was pregnant with a third child, and I had my 2 daughters were at the time 2 and 4, and I was just out of shape. I was working about 12 hours a day. I'd go to work at 5 in the morning. I'd get home at 5 at night, and I would just be exhausted because when I would get home from work, my wife would have already left to go work at the Hilton Garden Inn at night. So I come home from 12 hours of work, stressful job, and I dealt with like shipping and international like repairs in the service department, and so that's what I did for 12 hours. I came home and I watched the kids. And then, my wife was at work at night, and then I bathe the kids, read stories, do all that stuff, get them to bed. So I was just exhausted all the time. Like, my idea of hanging out with the kids was lay on the couch and let them just watch TV. That's what I did back before I started. So there came a point, so random neighbor, it's, I don't know how it happened, but he knocked on our door, and he's like, and he was a member of the church that I belonged to. And at this time I hadn't been to church for like 6 years. And he's like, he comes over and he has this plate of brownies. And normally I wouldn't let somebody into the house, but he had brownies and they looked good. So I invited him in. He was just a real friendly guy. And he was just really fit. The guy he was jacked. He probably was he was a college athlete. He played college football. And it turns out I found out he was the special teams coach for the high school for the football players. But he's really in shape. And I was just asking him, like, dude, I feel miserable. Like, I've never been in shape. How do you look like that? And so he told me what he does. He trains with the kids and stuff. So I was like, dude, what could I do? And he's like, he invited me to come work out with him at the gym. He's like, I weight train the kids at the high school in the morning at 6. You want to come with me? And I was like, I wish I could. But I have to be to work at 5:30. So I couldn't do that. So I just asked him, hey, what could I do instead? You have anything I could do, outside of that, any ideas? And he told me, hey, you could try that P90X thing. That's what he said. You can try that P90X thing. So that's how I got started on P90X. It wasn't even a Team Beachbody coach that introduced it to me. So I got P90X and I did it. I did 90 days. I got focused. I asked people for advice, which was him, on my nutrition. There's a nutrition guide with my P90X book. And in 90 days, I went from 187 pounds to 145. And I had abs for the first time ever. Now, 145 is extremely light for me, but I felt good. I had abs, I had more energy, and I was super confident. Like, I got this sense of confidence because people were like, dude, that's so inspiring. What are you doing? And it just felt good to say like, oh, this is what I'm doing. And, it's kind of like, have any of you guys ever felt like when you can like help somebody with something, you have this sense of like pride, you feel good because you feel like you matter in a way, I guess. So that's how I felt because people were asking me about it and I was telling them about P90X and they were doing it and starting it. And they'd be like messaging me like, oh my gosh, I about threw up on the first day of P90X. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Just keep going. It's going to be fun. It just became fun for me to do that. Anyway, I found out that I could be a coach, that Beachbody had a reward program. And so I decided like, okay, I want to do that. But here's the thing. I was afraid. I was afraid of failing at it. I was afraid I didn't have enough time. All these excuses. And it was basically fear, but I had all these excuses I gave my coach. So fast forward 8 months later, I officially signed up as a coach. And I usually tell this part of the story in detail, but I'll hit it fast. It was 19 days after the birth of my third daughter. So my third daughter, Ellie here, the little blonde girl, she's the wild one. I love her. She was born, and 19 days later, I'm sitting in my office, and I remember clearly this day because it was the day, like I'm one of those weird guys. I only check my mail. We have a mail lockbox, so nobody can steal our mail. You have to use a key. So I get my mail once a week, and I got my mail that morning, and I'm sitting at work before we started, and it was all the doctor bills, like the anesthesiologist, the doctor, the hospital bill from the state, from the birth, and I got overwhelmed. Like how am I gonna pay these? And in those when all those life decisions come, like, okay, my wife works at night. Now we have 3 kids. Do we pay more for a babysitter? Do we put them, does Gabby need to get a better job? Like, I'm working as many hours as I can here. Like, how are we going to make this happen? And so you guys understand, I want you guys to understand, because you see some of these stats on the About Me. It wasn't always like that. At that time, the mortgage for our home was $1,548. And without my wife's income, I only made $910 every 2 weeks after taxes, insurance, and 401k. So if you do that math, that's $1,840-ish with a mortgage of $1,500. And I see some people nodding on the video chat. That's a tough thing. And I was scared. I didn't know what to do in that instant. And I was already doing some things like buying and selling stuff on Craigslist. I was doing extra work. My friend owns a sound company. Like, I would go set up concerts and stay up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, tearing down the speakers and all the lights and stuff for some extra money. So I was always that person that was out looking, how to help take care of the family this day in that instance. But at this moment, that morning at work, sitting in that cubicle, my fear, I guess, of failing as a coach, or I guess my fear of failing, not knowing how to take care of my family, became greater than the fear of failing as a coach. So that was the day that I decided I'm going to become a Beachbody coach. I was already doing it, basically. And that's what my coach told me. She's like, you're already being a coach. You're just not getting paid for it. She's basically telling me I was silly for like, why don't you just do it? You already love the programs. You love the product. You're already sharing it. People are doing it. Your Beachbody could be paying you, but, instead they're buying it off Beachbody. They go to the lead program. So why don't you get paid for that? And so that was the day I signed up as a coach. And I gave it everything I had. I'm one of those people that does something 100% when I commit and decide to something. So I gave it everything I had with that sole reason and goal of, I'm going to bring my wife home from work. That was why I was going to spend extra time. Instead of playing Call of Duty with my friends and playing softball, which I love, I was going to help people so my wife wouldn't have to work at night. So I remember telling my coach, Lindsay, I was like, hey, Lindsay, I need to make $10,000 with Beachbody. Tell me how I'm going to do that. And she said, I can't promise you $10,000, but I promise that your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. So that became my mission at that point, that I would help as many people as it took to bring her home from work. And so I just started the journey, started helping people. And I remember specifically one point at, yes, I play Call of Duty once in a while. One of my buddies on here, we call it Coach Training Night. We talk about our challenges in our business, and we play Call of Duty, and we talk about the coach stuff in between when it's loading up. So don't worry about that. So with that being said, I remember specifically 8 months into my journey now as a coach. I'm helping people. I'm working super hard. I feel this sense of I feel like I matter at something, right? Like, I know my job was a great job and that it helped me pay the bills and take care of my insurance, my family insurance, everything. But I remember feeling like, I was like, if this could be my full-time thing, this would be the most amazing thing ever. Because I'm getting to that point now, like, okay, I can bring my wife home soon. Like, this is really happening. People's lives are being changed. Beachbody's financially rewarding me for this. And then I expanded my vision on a day. I'm looking out in I live in a cul-de-sac. So I'm gonna get you guys to this point, right? So I live in this cul-de-sac, and I was sick for 3 days. I had the man cold. You guys had the man cold before? Any of you guys? Or you girls, your husbands had the man cold. It's where they're like pretty much dead in bed. That was me. I was dying with the man cold. And it was 3 days, and I remember it was a Friday, and my wife was like, hey, You should probably, maybe if you got out of bed and walked around and did something, you'd start to feel better. And so she's like, why don't you get your shoes on and go get Kina from the school bus? And Kina was a kindergartner. And the school bus comes to the end of our cul-de-sac. So I get dressed, I get my shoes on, and I'm walking to the school bus. I'm walking down this cul-de-sac, and I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, you guys know the school bus pulls up, you hear the squeaking, the stop sign pops out, and the door opens, and this little 5-year-old girl is standing at the top of those stairs on that school bus. And I remember in that moment, I kind of like Mark when he was telling parts of the story, I teared up. I remember it like it was yesterday. Like this big emotion came over me, and it was like my goals or my vision for my life became much more clear and bigger at that point. Because I realized that if I kept doing this and kept helping people, that not only could I bring my wife home, but I could be a stay-at-home dad. That I could do this full-time, and I wouldn't have to go sit in a cubicle 12 hours a day. And I could see my daughter get on and off the school bus every day. I could go to the daddy breakfast and have, yes, I'll eat donuts once in a while with my daughter. But I could go do those things and not have to ask somebody permission to spend time with my kids. And not only that, but at that moment I realized that if I did that, I could teach somebody else how to do that as well. Because I knew that I wasn't the only one that was feeling like that they could use more time to spend with their kids, that they could, you know, not work 12 hours a day and not have a spouse at work all the time and never be with them. So that is why I'm on this call with you guys tonight, because I know there's people out there that are just like me. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about how Beachbody works. And then what I love is that no one's going to try to convince you to become a Beachbody coach, because we want you, if you want to become a coach, we want it to come from within you, that you're like, this is it. Like, I already need to be healthier and fitter. I need better friends. I need better influences. Why not have Beachbody be my avenue and my vehicle to help me achieve these goals? Because that was me. I sat at that cubicle like, there's got to be something else. Like, one of the hardest working guys here, and I know what the limit is at this company. There's got to be something better for me out there. And when I got introduced to this, it was that moment, like, this is it for me. This is that thing I can put all my work ethic and all my belief and all my passion into, where I can make a difference in people's lives. So that's me in a nutshell. I went like Mark. I took 15 minutes just like you, Mark. So, but I wanted to let you guys know where I stand, why I'm here sharing with you guys on this Thursday night. So once again, I just want you guys to know I'm blessed having you guys here. So I'm going to talk with you guys. Now we're going to go into all the details, right? What is Beachbody? How does it work? What's involved with it? So before Team Beachbody, so the person that invited you here is called a Team Beachbody coach. They're a Team Beachbody coach. So before Team Beachbody was the company Beachbody, not Team Beachbody, Beachbody. So it was created in 1998 by Carl Deichler and John Congdon. And some of the first programs, you may recognize them. You may have one sitting on your shelf, right? So they were P90, Power 90 was one of the first. Great abs and I think thin thighs. Yeah, thin thighs and great abs were the first programs that came out. Then Slim and Six. And then most people around the world know about P90X. So P90X came out, and then Yoga Booty Ballet, which my wife is doing while she's pregnant, which is awesome to see her doing when she's about ready to have a baby next week. So she's staying healthy and fit. Some other ones that came out after that were Turbo Jam. And then what happened is, like, Beachbody's an infomercial company. You guys may have seen the infomercials. You know, P90X, show them ripped in 90 days. It works. I showed you guys I went 187 to 145 in the 90 days. But they were an infomercial company, and what they found out is they had what were called, you know, nowadays you see a lot on Facebook and Instagram, you know, those kind of platforms. But before that, back in 2007, people were communicating on chat platforms, message boards. And so on the Team Beachbody message boards, there was people helping other people. Kind of like I was doing before I became a coach with my friends, telling them about P90X. They were buying it. I was encouraging them, and they were getting results with it. Beachbody noticed that. They noticed that people were getting better results and staying committed to their results and making a lifelong change when they were supporting each other on those message boards. So that's when they launched Team Beachbody. They decided, why not financially reward these people that are helping our customers get results. Because that's what I love about Carl Deichler, the CEO, is he shows that, or he talks about all the time, like, it's important that we help people get results. This isn't a company where we're out like, hey, let's make money. Let's make tons of money. Yes, that's a possibility and very real, but it's important that we help people get results with the programs. And when you do that, that's when lives are changed and they get excited about it and they share that with other people. So they launched the Team Beachbody Network. And after that, a whole slew of awesome workouts came out. You may have recognized some of these: Insanity, Shakeology, Turbo Fire, Brazil Butt Lift, Less Meal Pump, P90X2, Asylum, Body Beast, Ultimate Reset, Tai Chang, Less Meal Combat, more flavors of Shakeology, which were the vegan options, T25. And this is kind of when the 25, 30-minute workouts started coming out. The 21-day fix, PIO, 3-day refresh, and Power 90. So those have come out since. I got to fix that slide. It shows on my slides that I upload in here and it's not there. But there's also another workout that just came out called Size. And it's like a hip-hop dance program. And I've been watching videos on Facebook and YouTube, and it's amazing. Like, I'm a white guy that can't dance, and I kind of have moves now. So I'm proud of that. So it's kind of a cool program to do. My mom and dad are doing it with my sister. So it's kind of fun to see them getting involved with that and doing something fun. I see my cousin Ted on here. He says he's super excited about helping other people. He's not a coach yet, but he will be. He's on this call with us tonight. But he's excited to do Size. He's excited to dance with his 2 daughters and his wife and have fun and help people. But those are some of the programs that came out since Team Beachbody. I'm going to skip past that revenue growth in that one. Dang, those numbers didn't show up. I know the numbers of the numbers from Team Beachbody back in 2010 were around 30,000 coaches. And you can follow this curve. And I remember right here is 2012. It was about up to about 50,000 coaches. And up to 2015, right here, we're at over 300,000 coaches across the country. As well as with the revenue growth with Team Beachbody, absolutely amazing. We're breaking into $1 billion company this year, which is a huge thing for Beachbody. So I'm super proud of them because I know that's been a long journey, right? They started back in 1997, and now in 2015, going to break into $1 billion company. The thing that I'm super excited about is Team Beachbody is only available in the USA and Canada right now. Okay, only in the US and Canada. But these programs, fitness programs, are used worldwide. So eventually when we expand into other countries, it's going to be amazing as well to be able for each of you guys to grow teams outside of this country and outside of your hometown, in your neighborhood as well, with your ability to reach and impact people through social media. Just like Mark found me on YouTube, each of you has that ability to share your story and connect with people all over the world. So I'm super excited about that, but it's been awesome being a coach since 2011 until now. Before, Beachbody was the majority of the revenue and Team Beachbody was the minority. But last year, Team Beachbody surpassed the infomercial Beachbody part of the company. So now Team Beachbody, the coach network, and us as coaches helping challengers and our friends get results of these programs now makes the company Beachbody more money than the infomercials does, which is awesome because the Beachbody is putting so much more effort and energy into helping us become better coaches and helping the coach network grow. Like we just did that event Mark talked about with 25,000 of us in Nashville, a training event they put on for us. We shut down Broadway with a stage at the end, and they cut off the traffic on the main street of Broadway where all the music is. And there's 25,000 of us working out with Sean T, Tony Horton, and Autumn from all these workouts. And it was absolutely awesome. So Team Beachbody is all about helping us grow as coaches, giving us all the tools. I'll talk about those in a second. But what makes Team Beachbody so unique? This isn't on here, but I fully believe what makes us unique is our stories. Each of us have our own stories, our own experiences that we get to share with people, make those connections. I feel like Mark's one of my best friends. I see, some of you guys can't see on the video chat, but I see Hope, which is a coach with my cousin Brett. We see Mark, and I see Marquita, and I'm like, I love these guys. And I just barely met Marquita and Mark at this event, and hope I'll meet her eventually soon. But that's what the team support is about, the peer support. And that's what I think is one of the most important parts about Team Beachbody is you're going to have peer support. That's what a coach does. We're not fitness and nutrition experts. We're like a support team to encourage you. We're the positive people in your life to help you make better life choices. And none of us are perfect. We're all working through our struggles. And that's what I love about Mark sharing. Like, he's like, I didn't completely stop drinking, but I'm better. I'm becoming better now as a person. I'm not doing that as much. So what makes us unique? We have world-class fitness programs. There isn't a better fitness program, at-home fitness program on the market. So we have the best fitness programs. We have, I believe, the best nutrition. I start like 95% of my friends on the 21-day fix, the most simple nutrition plan ever. And I'll mention this and show some slides, but we have Shakeology, which it's not a magic shake, but it helps simplify nutrition and helps you get a dense dose of daily nutrition every single day. And the meal plans are just so easy to follow, like with the 21-day fix, that if you follow that, you're going to get results and you're going to be healthier. So once again, peer support. And then rewards. I talked about some of the rewards, like the rewards in my life. Yes, financially rewarded to where I brought my wife home from work. I now do this full-time for 3 years. I retired my mom from the school district over 2 years ago. She's my assistant. So yes, there are rewards involved. And, you know, there's financial rewards as a coach, but there's also rewards just being a challenger too, doing the programs. Beachbody gives out $500 every single day to somebody that submits their results after finishing the program to the Beachbody Challenge. They choose one person a day, then they choose a monthly winner and give them $1,000. They choose a quarterly winner, give them $5,000, and choose a grand prize winner every year and give them $100,000. So there's rewards for getting healthy and fit as well, and the rewards of just feeling awesome by knowing that you helped change somebody's life. So I'm going to talk briefly about Shakeology. Shakeology has over 70 different ingredients in it, superfoods from all over the world. Something some of you might not know that if you've heard about Shakeology, I've sat in many question and answer sessions with the creator of Shakeology, Darren O'Lean. We actually own farms in other countries, in South America countries, where the soil is dense and is dense with the soil. It still has good quality soil, so we can grow good quality ingredients. And so we control that 100%, the ingredients that come into Shakeology, 100% natural as well. But it does give you over 70, there's ingredients, I know you can't see them, but it gives you over 70 different whole food and natural ingredients in your day. And it just makes it so simple to get all of that in one shake. And a bag of Shakeology comes with 30 servings. So basically, a bag of Shakeology, you get 1 meal a day of Shakeology, 1 meal a day of dense nutrition. So I absolutely love it. If you can't tell, I use the tropical strawberry, but these are all the flavors: tropical strawberry, vegan tropical strawberry, vegan chocolate, regular chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and greenberry are the flavors. So if you're trying to decide which one to try, I don't laugh at this, but I always ask my friends, if you were going to go get ice cream, what flavor would you get? And then I kind of base it off of that. Is it fruity like a sherbet? Is it chocolate, or is it vanilla? And then I help direct them to get that. So that's something you should ask yourself when you're getting ready to do it. I also want you to know, it jumped forward. I also want you to know that my slides are jumping back and forth. I thought you should know that. And it's going again. So there's something for everybody. Like the dance workout. My mom and dad are going to do that. I saw a video the other day. It had 87,000 views on Facebook. And it was somebody doing Size, the new dance workout. It was like their mom. She had a walker, and she was barely moving, but she was dancing with it. And I was like, that is so awesome. And he was up there dancing with her. So he was getting her active. And so I want you guys to know that there is a program for everybody. For example, Mark and I are doing Body Beast. It's a weightlifting program. This guy on the left here is my buddy Steve. He is doing Body Beast as well. And those are his results in 6 months. He competed on a Body Beast competition in Nashville and got in the top 10. So a shout out to Steve for that. And dude, he's in his 40s, and look at that. That is so awesome that he looks like that. This guy in the middle is my buddy Jake. We went to high school together. He lost over 107 pounds in 8 months with the 21-day fix. And I start about 95% of my friends on the 21-day fix because it comes with the most simple nutrition, portion cups, 30-minute workouts. And I was like, dude, Jake, you got to do Body Beast. He's like, I can't. I'm doing 21-day fix because Autumn changed my life. I can't cheat on her and do another program. So the programs are awesome. You feel a real connection to the trainers. They're just absolutely amazing. So that's my buddy Jake from high school and his transformation so far. And then over here on the right, we have my friend Whitney. She's on this call as well. I think I saw her on here live on the webinar. Yep, she's on here. She's from Ohio. Check out those results. Hot dang. And that's not even her very beginning photos. So she's done amazing with 21-day fix. Her confidence is up. I remember one day she sent me a text and she was like playing around with her daughter or, playing around with their kids. And I was like, this is amazing. She's like, I have so much energy to play with my kids. And that's what this is about. We're about helping people. Hey, there she is right there. We're about helping people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. Our business is where it's at today because these people are seeing results with their programs. They're falling in love with it. And their friends are asking them about it. And they're starting their friends on the program. It's not trying to sell somebody something that doesn't work. We're not about that. We're about giving somebody a solution that we know will help somebody completely change their life for the long run. No quick fixes. These guys had to work out every day, 30 minutes, and they had to make correct eating choices. So that's what we want you guys to know as you get prepared to start your fitness journey as well. Here's a few other results from the team. Transformation photos I just kind of threw together. So absolutely amazing. I look at these, it like takes my breath away every time. I'm like, look at this. This is just an amazing thing to see all these people with the new confidence they have, the smiles they have, the way their life's changing, the way they have more energy to play with their kids. My buddy Jake that I showed on that slide in the middle, he's on the infomercial. So he's like inspiring millions of people now across the country. I see it every time. I remember I was at a restaurant in Canada at a Beachbody event and we're like, hey, there's a 21-day fix. The next thing I know, my friend from back home in Idaho Falls is on there talking about how it feels to play with his kids, comes home from work, he runs around with them, and I'm like, this is what it's about. It's awesome. So we are amazing. I'm going to tell you that. You are invited here by somebody that's amazing. So I want you guys to know that. And the cool thing is that we believe you are that type of person as well because you're here. So you're going to have a ton of peer support from your coach. So I want to talk to you guys about what is a coach. So first, let's talk about what a coach doesn't have to be. A coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You don't have to already be at your fitness and nutrition goals, and you don't have to be an experienced salesperson. As a matter of fact, when I have somebody tell me I want to be a coach because I'm like the best sales in my company, and they're like, I'm going to crush this. I'm going to be the best sales. I'm going to be the best on this team. And I'm like, oh, we got to change that because if that's the attitude, you're going to get flushed right out. Because we're not about making tons of sales. We're about helping and serving people with their goals. So a coach should be sharing about how people can change their lives and achieve their goals. A coach should be committed to being proof that these products work. Working out, using Shakeology. And I know some people on here have a question about, some people, for example, have allergies to one of the ingredients in Shakeology or have religious beliefs where they can't use a certain ingredient in Shakeology. I want you to know that you can still build a business with Team Beachbody because we have over 25 different workout programs that you can share. We have success, like if you can't use Shakeology because of an allergy or something, we have tons of success stories that you can share on how Shakeology can help that person or help the person that you want to help in case that's something that they want to use. There's also a complete supplement line with pre-supplements, a during workout supplement called Hydrate. We have post-workout proteins. We have a bedtime protein. That's a casein protein that's absolutely amazing. We have creatine. So we have all these supplements and they're NSF certified, which is what people look for when they're looking for a good supplement. So instead of telling somebody to go to Amazon or to bodybuilding.com, you have an entire nutrition and supplement line as a Beachbody coach that you can share that works. That's scientifically proven to work for your customers. So you should at least be using the programs and doing what you can as a coach to work on your own nutrition, given your own given circumstances. So, and then the most important part, I think, aside from that, is improving and developing yourself, becoming a better person, inspiring other people to make better life choices as well. So some of the benefits of being a coach are obviously You can do this part-time. You can do it full-time. I always tell my coaches, I love that you can do this part-time because there's power in that. Like, let's say you're helping a couple people and you make a couple $100 by helping people, because Beachbody can make all the money with the infomercials, or they can pay you. And I was like, you can pay me, because I would rather you pay me than me work 12 hours and send my wife to work. So I'm like, sign me up for that. I'm already telling them about it. So you can do it part-time or full-time. I love the power of part-time because you get to say, hey, like, I'm a nurse. That's my full-time job. But my passion is helping people part-time. And the cool thing is that I'm paying off my school loan with my part-time business, or I'm building my child's college fund with my part-time business. And that people are like, whoa, tell me about that. That's what they say. Like, how does that work? So there's power in being able to do this part-time, where you get to say, I work at Idaho Steel in the service department, but at night I work on my Beachbody business part-time. And the cool thing is that by doing this part-time, I'm able to, bring my wife home from work. And people are like, and then you just ask them, I just tell them, hey, you want to hear my story? And then I invite them to come learn about Beachbody like this. So cool thing, you get to build it online or in person. I do it in person and online. Obviously, I do it blogging, I do it with a YouTube, and I do it in person. So you can do it any way that you want, as much or as little as you want as well. There's no minimum thing that you have to do as a coach, and there's no limit to how much you do as well. So you get to share your passion and attract people. Basically, Mark came into my business because I shared my passion, and he saw those videos. He happened on those videos. He's like, this guy's excited about this, and he got excited about it, and he started making his life changes. So I guess you could say I attracted Mark into my business, and that gave me the ability to help become his mentor and help him through his health and fitness transformation and help him learn how to build a business with Beachbody. So the cool thing also is you get to meet new and amazing friends. You guys got to see how we talked about that, especially at Summit. But we have team calls every week, and we're like talking to each other. We've become friends, even though many of us are across the country. Some of the rewards, and I'll try to go through these quickly so I can hit my hour mark for you guys. But Beachbody pays you 25% commission for any product that you share. 25% commission. There's also what's called the Beachbody Club membership, which is Beachbody on Demand, where people can get a club membership from you, and it's for only $40 every 3 months. And they get access to over $3,000 worth of programs and online streaming like P90X, Insanity, all the older programs. And you make a 40% commission on that $40 that they spend every quarter on that. So that's a way as well for people that aren't fully ready to try Shakeology or buy a full program and go through it. You can introduce them to that and help them get started in that way and get them falling in love with the workouts and programs before. So you get commissions like that. You also get bonuses as you grow a team of coaches. I made a huge announcement for our team just yesterday on YouTube, but our team, this started with me, just me and my first couple coaches, and it's compounded into what we are today. We now have a team of over 34,000 coaches across the country. And with Beachbody products, in the last week, we did $1.1 million worth of sales in 1 week with Beachbody products with our team. So Beachbody pays you as well for team growth and how much your team does as well as you build a team of coaches. You also have cool trips, like we went to Nashville. Right before Nashville, we went on a Success Club trip to Cancun. There's a leadership retreat in California in October. There's a Beachbody Success Cruise to the Dominican Republic in April next year. So there's cool trips. There's recognition. They give you cool shirts. They give you, I can't think of the word, bracelets. There's all kinds of cool things like that. They give you medals. Like this is me getting a medal at Summit. This is a picture of the trip. Here's some trophies for being top 10 coaches. Here's Shane Madigan. He won $500 daily winner. And then he won $1,000 for being the monthly winner. And he's in the quarterly final drawing this week for the $5,000 quarterly winner. So this is my friend Shane, who's one of my coaches, who won $500 first for the daily, $1,000 for the monthly, and then he won or he's in the running for the 5,000 quarterly prize. So those are some of the rewards, and that's just for him sharing his transformation on Beachbody's website. I think the biggest reward that I've gained is growing myself as a person through personal development and by surrounding myself with other people who are leaders, who are positive, and that's helped me become that type of person, helped me become a better father. So I believe that's the best thing, the best reward I've ever had. And then we have, if you join our team, we have team retreats. Last year we did a big retreat in Salt Lake City. My personally sponsored coaches that are diamonds, I'm taking them to the Dominican Republic in November this year. So, there's all kinds of rewards that you can have as a part of Team Beachbody. So there's tons of benefits. And I have to share this today. I threw this slide in last minute. These are two of my best friends in Idaho Falls. Right here we have Josh Holt. He's a professional BMX rider. He won Dew Tour in 2009. He's like on billboards in Las Vegas, but he lives here in Idaho Falls. We're good friends. This is my buddy, Scott Gutke. He was my softball coach. Our families are great friends, considering one of my best friends. But today, they both have full-time jobs. Josh is still a professional BMX rider. Scott runs his father-in-law's company. He's a manager there. But they build their business part-time, online and in person. And the cool thing is that today they hit a landmark in their business where they both are making $1,000 a week doing this part-time with their Beachbody business. And the cool thing is everybody goes at their own pace because your result, like I said at the beginning, will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. My buddy Scott, he's been a coach for 4 years and hit this mark. Josh, he's been a coach for 2 years and hit this mark. So it all depends on your own effort. But to me, I think it is the most amazing thing to know that you can give your friends something like this. That's a $50,000 a year income doing this part-time. And the thing is, both of these guys, first and foremost, are super passionate about their own fitness and health transformations. They're always challenging themselves. They absolutely love the program, love the product, love being around the people, and they invite people to be a part of that with them. And then they support them. They run their own team calls. They teach their people. They support them. And because of that, that's how they got into that level. So I wanted to give them a shout out today as well, especially since we're talking about what is Beachbody coaching. And I know that even for me, before I was a coach, $1,000 a month would completely change my life. That's more than my wife made at the hotel, right? So I know that can help stress levels in the family, help relationships. And why not work out and become a better person and relieve more stress and have more energy at the same time? So I wanted to give them a shout out just as my best friends. They're both going to be full-time coaches in probably 6 months, which is, and I hope their bosses don't see this call, but how cool is it that we can spend our time at the lake on a Wednesday or Thursday if we want with our entire families, and we're business partners, and that's what we do, and we talk about how to help people even more. So I want you guys to know that this is very possible for each and every one of you guys, depending on your own efforts and your own ability to share your message and connect with people. So you'll have outstanding support. We got all the training and tools. There's what's called the 7-Day Quick Start Guide. There's a Coach Basics video training series that we have that teach you everything about everything about how to be a Beachbody coach and to share this with people. All the tools that you need to build a website, to build a blog, to build your social media, to connect with people on social media. There's marketing tools. Like there's banners that look all professional that link to my website, and they have all that set up in your coach office where you just copy the code and you can put it in a free blog, or you can put it on your Facebook page. So they have all the marketing tools that you need. There's communication from the Beachbody level. Where's the breaking coach news? They teach you everything there. Beachbody, this is cool, guys. Beachbody puts one of their most successful coaches on a call every Monday morning, and they share their story and they teach you their tips on what made them successful. And these are, because I always get on, I know the lady that runs these calls because I've been on a couple of them, and I'm always saying, hey, you need to get this person from my team on a call. And they always, they make sure that they are an elite coach. And basically when someone gets to elite, they make a 6-figure income with Beachbody. So every week you get to learn from somebody that's making a 6-figure income. So you have that ability to learn from the best every single week. And the cool thing is, like, what other company or business, if you wanted to start one, that somebody has all the secrets and all the tips and they're willing to give you everything so that you can become successful. You don't find that in any other business. So that's a really cool thing for you to think about as you are getting ready to build your business. There's also a Coach FAQ. I'll give you the website right now. I'll type it in for you, www.coachfaq.com. This is where I get all my answers. Every question that's ever been asked to Team Beachbody and to Coach Relations that deals with all the Beachbody coaches and all the customers, they archive all the answers, the correct answers, in a website called coachfaq.com. Anybody can get on that website and ask anything about coaching or how anything works. So coachfaq.com, mark that for coaches and for people that aren't coaches that are still thinking about it. Also, there's ways to connect and learn via social media. We have Facebook groups where we talk about our trainings. Like we talked about this call and how to invite people to this call in our group, in our Facebook group. So we have that. I have over 800 videos on YouTube where I've taught everything I've known to build a 7-figure business. Everything. No secrets. I don't hide anything. I've taught everything on YouTube. Many other coaches have done that as well. So there's all these places that you can learn and get support from as well. On top of that, what can you expect from our team? That's what you can kind of expect from Beachbody. But we run a new coach training group every month. It's the first Monday of every month where we do video chats. You can see us all doing the thumbs up on there. We do video chats where we help you learn how to grow your business, how to overcome objection, how to embrace failing, that failing is part of the process of becoming successful. Success is going from one failure to the next without losing enthusiasm. So it's a great place for us to encourage and support each other. We do monthly team challenges. We do team building events like we did in Salt Lake City. We're doing starting on August 11th, we're doing what's called a rank in Beachbody is Diamond. We're doing a Diamond push group in August together. We're doing a 60-day training program where we're doing 2 webinars a week. And I gathered the best coaches on our team, most of them 6-figure earners, a couple of them that are $1 million earners like myself that are going to teach you guys how to build a business. So we do that type of stuff. We do those team building events online. We do them in person. We do leadership training like that Diamond Push group. We have our Facebook page, and we do recognition and accountability. My Facebook today, we recognized coaches for what they accomplished in their business as well. So you're going to get all of that stuff from our team. So let's go. Man, I hit the hour mark. So let's finish this out right here. What are your options? I'm ready to join Team Beachbody and help others achieve their goals. If you're ready to become a coach, that means you're ready to jump in and become a Team Beachbody coach. Or if you're not ready for that and you want to kind of work on your transformation for a few weeks or a couple months, whatever it is, just remember it took me 8 months. It's 8 months longer than I should have waited to become a coach. And about every coach you meet on here will say, yes, I waited a year, it was way too long. Or I waited a month and it was too long. But we want you guys to start when you are ready, because this is about you and you wanting to achieve your goals. So your 2 options basically are become a coach or just become a customer with the person that invited you on this call. And here's if you want to become a coach, I'll walk you through what you need to do if you want to become a coach and what you want to do if you want to become a customer. So options to join our coach. The best option is that you get a challenge pack. So challenge packs range anywhere from $140 up to $205. There's some that are higher range, but I mostly recommend the 21-day fix or the size. 21-day fix, I said, I start about 95% of people on a 21-day fix. So, for example, I'll just give it to you straight. A coach sign-up fee is $40. And then the monthly fee to be a coach is $15.95 a month. So also if you're getting Shakeology, remember when you're a coach, you get 25% discount on any program or product, any nutritional supplement. Everything is 25% discount. So you can sign up for the $40 and get Shakeology on Home Direct, which at the discount price is $98. That's $140, $138. The least expensive challenge pack is $140. So $2 more, and you can get 21-day fix challenge pack. You can get the simple meal plan, the portion cups, the color-coded portion cups, and the 30-minute workouts. So you can get a challenge pack. That's the best option. Or you can just pay the $40 and get your Shakeology. Or you can just pay the $40 and purchase a a fitness program, or you can get a challenge pack and get the club membership, the 90 days to the Beachbody On Demand online streaming. So there's a lot of different options that you can do to get signed up as a coach. But what you want to do is reach out to the person that invited you and discuss which will be the best option for you. I'm saying 21-day fix challenge. All those results except for that Body Beast one that I showed you are basically 21-day fix. So those are options on becoming a coach. Like I said, it's $15.95 a month to be a coach. And here's what I want to warn you guys about. Because it's only $15 to be a coach every month, many people don't take this serious and realize the potential that you can have to build a real business out of this. Because it's only $15.95 a month, there's not much skin in the game. Most of us haven't run a business before, but I know many entrepreneurs and business owners and restaurant owners, and they're like, what? $15.95 a month to run your business? I have a coach here in Idaho Falls that they're full-time coaches now, and they ran a farm, and it cost them $5 million a year for their loans on their tractors, for the property, for everything that's involved with running a farm. $5 million to run that farm to break up a profit of $100,000 for their family. So $15.95 is all you have as your skin in the game monthly for your business fee. And you guys got to remember, Beachbody pays over $1 million a day in infomercials to create brand awareness. If you wear a P90X shirt, everybody knows about it. Size has been out for over a week now, so size is available. But they do all the media promotion, brand awareness on infomercials. We're the number one infomercial. P90X was number one. Insanity was number one. 21-Day Fix hit number one infomercial. You have the Coach Online office to manage all of your customers. Beachbody houses all the product. They do all the customer service, all the returns. You don't have to carry product in your basement or your garage. You just have a website that they give you with links. You send the link to your customer for whatever program they need. Beachbody pays you 25% commission. They do technical support on the back end. They do marketing for you. They do communications and training. And they also give you, with that $15, a subscription to Success Magazine, which is Entrepreneur Magazine. And that's accessible in your Coach Online office that you'll get once you become a coach. So that's the ongoing coach fee. If you're not ready to be a coach, what you want to do is join as a customer. Best way to join as a customer is the same way as to get a challenge pack. For example, that 21-Day Fix challenge pack is $140. Shakeology is basically, for a bag of Shakeology as a customer, it's $128. So if you pay $140 for a challenge pack, you're basically getting that 21-Day Fix program for $12 more. So it's obviously the best choice is to get a challenge pack. If you already have a fitness program and you don't want to get a program and don't want to spend an extra $12 or whatever, you can do the program you already have and get Shakeology on Home Direct. If you don't want to do Shakeology, you can do the program you have, and you can ask your coach about the supplement line and get maybe the pre-workout and a post-workout, a protein shake to go after your workout. Those are just the two options, becoming a coach or customer. One thing I want you to know is if you buy a challenge pack as a customer, you can upgrade to a coach for free in the future at any time, if you've ever gotten a challenge pack as a customer. So I want you guys to understand that as well. And here's what I want you guys to do in the next 24 hours. The person that invited you here is going to ask you, what did you like most about this presentation? And it's basically like, how do you feel Beachbody can help you the most? Is it like having the positive support? Is it the financial end? Is it just the health and fitness end? Is it, the personal growth end? Is it having that sense of like, having like a purpose of like putting your, like me, having that place to put all that energy into, all that hard work ethic that you've developed over your life into something that can create something for you? So what is it that you feel Beachbody can help you achieve your goals in life? Whatever it is your goals are in life, I want you to really sit down. You're probably at home right now. After you hang up from this, I would write down, what are your goals 5 years from now, 15 years now, 20 years from now, with your family, with your kids? What do you want? What kind of goals do you have? Is your current job going to help you get that? Or is this something, a vehicle that you can do part-time on the side, get healthy and fit, and work your way towards those goals and be surrounded by awesome people? So I want you to really write down and figure out what that is so you can talk to your coach about that. And then just figure out right now which option appeals best to you. Is it becoming a coach or is it becoming a customer? Basically, the only difference between a coach and a customer, I'm going to talk to each one of you guys like I'm talking to you one-on-one about joining my team or joining my challenge group. If you become my customer, basically how it works is I support you on your health and fitness goals. I give you the tools, the 21-day fix challenge pack, the Shakeology, or the supplement you want in your workout. I support you in your goals. I make a 25% commission. That's how it works. Or you become a coach. You get the 25% discount. I don't get the commission now. You get the discount. So instead of the money coming to me in that instant, you get the savings, the discount. And then you have the option to not only just have the 25% discount, but to share that with others. When people ask you about it, you have a link where you can send that link to somebody and you can make the 25% commission. And I always tell my friends, like, I would rather you get the discount and I'd rather you be able to share that with somebody when they ask you about it. So that's how that works. And then remember, then I always get people asking that question like, well, you're helping me. I want you to get paid for it. And I'm like, well, you become a part of my team. And like I said in the presentation before, as you build a team of coaches, you get a percentage of that as well. So that's what I tell my coaches and my people that are thinking about it. So I want you to think about which option you want, which best fits your goals. Your coach is going to be very open about making sure that you get what you want. Because this is not about them and their goals. This is about you and what you want with your business. So, or your business or your health transformation. So think about that. Write down those. I want you to really write down what your goals are. Think about it. Think about these things as you're writing the goals down. Talk with your spouse as well if you have a spouse. What can becoming a coach do for me? How can it change my life? Who are some people that I can help? I remember the first people that I helped were my mom and dad. They got on Shakeology, and in the first 3 months of my dad using Shakeology, instead of eating Wendy's and Burger King, his HDL and his LDL and his blood pressure were all above and high in range. Within 90 days, they were all in normal levels for his age. That was without even exercising, just changing 1 meal a day from fast food to a shake when he was on the road. So think about who can you help? Who are the people that you want to help as you go through this? And then this kind of touches on what I told you to think to yourself about tonight. What are my goals and my dreams? What are those things? Like I used to think about, like, I have 3 daughters. How the heck am I going to pay for weddings and put them through school? I have a son. How am I going to send him on a mission for our church when I can barely pay my bills today? So those were my goals and my dreams I began to think about as I became a coach and realized, like, I need to set goals. And heck, I might as well help people with Beachbody and have these goals be my financial goals with building the business. And then I can't tell you how much easier it is to sleep knowing that I don't have to worry and live in fear of how I'm going to take care of that 15 years from now. So I want you to think about what are your goals and your dreams and write them down so you can talk to your coach about them. So with that being said, I want you guys to remember that first and foremost, we're about helping you guys achieve your goals of living a healthier and more fulfilling lifestyle. So I apologize for going 8 minutes over tonight, 11 minutes. But I just want to say that I feel blessed that God brought you guys into our life today, that I was able to share my message with you, my story with you. I, by all means, want you to be a part of our family, but I understand that each and every one of you guys, it's up to you on if you feel this will be something that you can benefit from in your life. And I want you to, reach out to your coach and ask them, how this can help you and ask them to get you plugged in and started on your journey. I can promise you that if you do your workout, you drink your Shakeology, or you eat clean and follow these meal plans, and you read good books, and you surround yourself with these awesome people that are all about supporting you and improving themselves, that your life will become better without the financial rewards. And as your life becomes better and you inspire others to become better, the financial reward will follow. So I love you guys, and I want to say thank you for hopping on this once again. And I hope to see you guys on the team and at future events with you. Love you guys. See you later.